Hi. So, what's this mess? It's very similar to how I started the sheep farm, except it's not as complicated. It's basically just the top dimensions, and you'll see more of it. That's kind of where I originally was planning on putting it. This is a kelp farm, right? And you know how the one up there was only one row, and it all collected? Basically, I'm just going to stack what we built in the starter base just on top of each other. And it's going to be 7 wide instead of 3. And then at the top, we'll have a auto smoker facility. It'll be really cool. So now you can see it take a little bit more shape. It's going to, where it jets out of the cliff face here. And that's where that's where the kelp farm, not the cliff farm, is going to be. So, I didn't just hop out into, ooh, wait, dolphin. Hi. Hello. I didn't just hop into the ocean and into a boat for no reason. I think I would like to go take on that ocean monument. I got a pair of fancy boots. And it's nighttime. That's okay, because we got night vision. We got tons of potions. I brought milk buckets in case Buddy wants to fatigue us, mining fatigue. So I think I'm prepared. I don't have sharpness on my axe. That's probably one of the big things. I'm gonna get 2 shot by guardians. What's gonna happen? They're around here somewhere. Aha. Wow, the guardians are already... Look at them all. I'm looking at like 10 of them already. What on... Oh, will the dolphins help? Or are they picking on the squids? They're picking on the squids, not the guardians. Oh, bummer. Alright. We got food. I'm gonna try this Totem of Undying. Man, this is really dumb. Why did I bring my good tools? Oh, man. Am I doing this? Yeah. Alright, I got 3 minutes. I'm gonna bring my boat with me, maybe. I don't even think my bow and arrow is actually gonna do anything to these guys. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Wonder if I could skip them. Think I can just swing past them? They're gonna 2-shot me. Alright, here we go. I can't see anything. Hi, friends. We're friends, right? Okay, well, it's over for me already. Alright. Let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, I'm so toast, it's not even funny. I just want your sponges. I don't come for anything else but your sponges. There's nothing here. There's... Oh. Sea lanterns. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's the boss. I hate to break it to you, but I'm not ready for you. Oh no. Oh no. There's gold in this, I know that. I don't think that's where the sponges are. No, leave me alone. We can try though. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, they're smart. Okay, I gotta kill him. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, come on. My potion effects go away if I don't... Oh, okay, I am so dead, it's not even funny. You know what? I know when to fold them. I'm sorry. I will leave your domicile. This is your house, and I am an unwanted guest. And I'm seeing that now. You could just point me in the right direction. Oh! Is the guardian between me and freedom? Okay. I gotta think quick. I'm going to need doors, aren't I? Make a few for... Oh, I'm mining fatigue. Move! Ow! Is that the way out? Ow! Am I accidentally gonna beat the monument? No! Oh! No, 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 no. Wait, did I... Wait, did I just... Was that it? Did I just beat him? With... Did... Is that Sponge? Woohoo! Sponge! I thought that was... Did I just beat him? What? I was one hit away from beating him. That's unreal. Oh, man. How am I gonna get home? I don't want to just mine out. That's kind of cheaty, isn't it? Woo! Oh, there's multiple. Oh, there is another one. No. 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 Am I stuck? No. Hi. All right. I think this is where I cut my losses. I got one single wet sponge. In order to use these, don't you have to cook them like every time? Adios, friends. Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Where's my boat? Ow! Yeah, you got me the first time, but... Oh, that's where my boat is. It has a friend. Maybe I'm swimming home. You think you're so funny. You stole my boat. Get out of my boat. Go away. I'm taking you home with me. Alright, I'll be right back, buddy. You stay right there. He's gonna spawn, isn't he? Aw, I'm gonna be so sad if he despawns. Oh, he's still there. Splash. Everyone meet Cuddles. Aw, he's happy. Hi. Bye, Cuddles. Don't die. Please. Peekaboo. Oop. Oop. Peekaboo. Hi, Cuddles. Be nice. Alright. It's kind of like a cat, you know? You bring him home and you gotta let him run around and investigate. Pee on things. We'll figure it out. Anyways, so, this might look familiar. Right? It's the same old, observer. Eventually there'll be dust here. I'm not gonna turn it on quite yet. But, onto the block, piston, boom. Right? It's like the 3x, or not 3x anything, but it's the 3-block wide kelp farm up there, except now it's 7. Not that much different. What is different is my newfound love for moss and bone blocks. Maybe not that. Let's try this. Check that out. That's such a good color combination. And moss, look, boom. You don't even need a tool to break it that quick. That's awesome. So the signs here, they, instead of it going down into mud blocks and a whole bunch of hoppers, we're just gonna have a water stream with a bubble column that pipes it all the way up. It look pretty cool. I'm noticing now that my soul sand's on the wrong thing. You can see there, I got a total, I think, yeah, the other 4 is up top, but I got a total of 6 blue ice from a wandering trader. And if I, oh boy, if I throw this kelp over here. You can see it slowly make its way, but because the ice is there, it keeps sliding. That's pretty sweet. So, I guess we can put a row of this. I went with green glass. I thought green on green might be a bit too much, but green glass seems to work pretty well. It kind of like, it looks like a dirty fish tank that has been cleaned in a long time. I think it looks pretty sweet. Kelp is an algae, I believe. So, I guess it makes sense. I had difficulties from before with the kelp growing, and then the pistons breaking, and it playing around with the source blocks of the water. So instead of having it all float up, which is nice and easy, I'm going to have it fall down and go into that bubble stream. And doing that means that I only have to place a single row of water just at the very top. Let's get the kelp here going. Right? And we can close this off. Technically, this is the first layer done. For now, I'm going to have a row of bones across. That brings up a good question. Are we going to have it go from the bottom all the way to the top? Or are we going to have it kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, then go in, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then go in? Is it going to be like one flat wall, or is it going to have layers? Is that going to cause difficulties with the water? A whole bunch of questions. We're all going to learn together. It's fine. But yeah, I guess we got the first little layer done. Last thing we really need to do now is plug in the redstone, just like before. But this is what it looks like, at least, and I think it looks pretty snazzy. I like it a lot. Oh, guess what I found? Let's see it. Aqua Affinity. And Protection 4. Uh-huh. Sweet. I cannot believe it. You're kidding me. Let's wait for another one. There's another one. There's gonna be more, isn't there? That is unreal. Full moon? The night full... Another full moon. Nice. The night just started. I have 17 slime balls now. Woohoo! Splash! Ta-da! Check that out. Oh, it's getting logged. Oh, that's wonderful. Cuddles has been keeping me company. Still a little bit angsty, though. But I think I'm up to layer 6. I think it's 7? 6 or 7? Something like that. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it sorted itself out. I don't know. I lost track of what layer I was on after layer number 4. 3 or 4. And I went into Creative World. Tried my hand at making my own little redstone contraption. It worked out for that. The horizontal lamp thingy. Converting it from vertical to horizontal. Figured that one out on my own. But this... Oh man, I was stumped. I took a break. I came back. Figured something out. Ended up having like 10 sticky pistons in total. It was, I think, in total 12 by 20 by 8. It was huge. And it was noisy. And out of politeness, I think I'm going to install something smaller. So I went online. I am going to install something smaller because I found it online. Originally, I found Zoom Avoid and Deco the Redstoner's design that Zoom Avoid showcased. Or it was like a contest or commission. It's pretty cool. And their design was teeny tiny. It was like a quarter the size of mine. But it didn't have this third condition. And mine actually looked pretty similar. Theirs was, you know, they shaved off a piece of dust here and that using blocks and torches and whatever. But it looked pretty similar. It had the same function. It's just that third condition wasn't there. And that's where all the pistons started to add up. And it was basically, I just didn't know how to use comparators before I started this build. And Nano Rex, his design basically taught me how to use comparators, like, and to stop treating them as if they're a repeater. essentially. So I'm going to install that, and I'm going to go step by step, hopefully explain it. He explains it very, very well in his video, which I'll, link, whatever, of course. That would be kind of disrespectful for me not to do that. But I'm going to do my own, not really a tutorial, but just a very, in-depth explanation so I can have something to go look back at and know that I know what's going on, basically. This water stream, right? It's eventually going to make its way over here somehow. But this hopper is our input for the cart. We need a little bay underneath it. We can do that by having something that looks like that. We can put a detector rail here, and when the minecart is on top of the detector rail, it'll power this powered rail, right? If we just put another temporary rail up here, what it does is it creates this little slope. So now, if I take this minecart and push it in, it'll bounce back to me because it's powered. That basically means that this can send it off, right? So far we have where the minecart's eventually going to end up, and we also have the input for it, right? So I'm going to put this fence here. This fence in its hitbox combined with the slope holds it in place. It allows it to enter, but it can't leave. So of those three conditions, it's basically manipulating this fence, right? If this fence is here, this cart won't be sent off. If we move this fence, it'll send the cart off. We can control this fence with a sticky piston. From this point forward, this is what really matters, whether or not this piston's extended or retracted. If it's extended, it'll hold the cart. If it's retracted, it'll let the cart go, which we can place in there for now, right? So our first condition, if there's stuff ready to load, hold the cart, right? If we want to hold the cart, this needs to be extended. This is our input. We could put a block right here, and we can put a comparator out of our input, right? So if there's something in here, oh, it's loading into that. But if there's something in there, we connect that to the piston, and it extends. And once this is all done, it sends off the minecart by retracting. The second condition that we want is if this cart's empty, we want it to stay right here. So we place that on the detector rail, right? And we can put a comparator out of the detector rail to know whether or not this cart's empty. So if this cart's completely empty, this comparator is completely uncharged. So basically, we're going to need to power this piston at a default, right? And then connect the two. Ta-da! There's a reason why we're using a comparator there. I'll get to that in a second. So as a demonstration, we can put it right in there. Technically, it's still on this detector rail. And if I put even a single item in here, it'll send the cart out. The third condition is the one that I struggled with the most, and it's also the one that taught me how to actually use comparators, at least a little bit more into the logic of comparators. So the third condition is, if this cart is completely full, I want it to override the first condition, right? Basically, this can't load more stuff into this cart if it's full, so I don't care, right? I want it to send the cart off even if there's stuff ready to load. So we do that by intercepting the signal or the line. So it doesn't matter if this is charged. They can't charge this piston without a block there, right? And we can do that with a sticky piston, pulling it back. Very similar to the fence. If this is extended, then this first condition can function. But if it's retracted, then it's overridden. Alright, we got two things left to do, and that's it. So the first thing we need to do is connect this comparator to this torch to power it off to retract the piston arm. We can do that with a dust and a comparator. That's it, right? So when this is completely full, it releases a max signal, which is 15. That's the value going into the rear of the comparator. You can put values into the sides of a comparator and in its default mode, so not with the torch on. If that value from the rear of the comparator is equal to or greater than the value you put into the side, it will send the charge, right? So the reason why I bring that up is because right now, if I put a block into this chest, it will retract this piston arm. But we only want that to happen when this chest is completely full, right? So I'll demonstrate that. Right? This retracted and overrid the first condition. We don't want that when there's only one block. Only when that's completely full. So we can take this charge, that's 15, and we can put a similar one into the side of the repeater, which we do with a dust and a lever. So now, if I put that single block in here, it doesn't retract. Only when this is absolutely full will it retract. And I can demonstrate this by filling this cart up completely with cobblestone, except for one block, and this piston still hasn't retracted, right? If I put this one cobblestone in there, it retracts. Quick recap. This is our input. This is our minecart bay. The sloped rail and the fence makes it so that this minecart can enter but can't leave. Based on where this fence post is and certain conditions, we can control when this cart leaves and is held. The first condition is if there's stuff in this hopper, we put it into this block and power this piston. Since it's powered, it'll hold it there until there's nothing in that hopper. The second condition is if this is completely empty, we want to hold it here so it's not running around making noise and lagging out the game, right? So we have this comparator out of this detector rail, which this minecart technically rests on. Otherwise, it wouldn't be powered. And it reads the chest to see it's completely empty, completely zero charge. Charge value of 0, right? So it's not enough to power this block, which turns off this torch, which retracts this arm, right? The third condition is if this cart is completely full, absolutely to the brim, this has a full value charge, right? Max value charge. Only when that max value charge is met by using the comparison mode of a comparator, it will override the first condition by retracting this block, making it so that regardless of if this comparator is powered or not, it can't charge this piston because this block would be retracted because this torch would be powered off. Ta-da! And that would send the cart on its merry way. Oh, ooh, what's this? It's basically just the auto smoker that we have up there. Just 5 of them. But this rail goes over the hoppers into the big old mass storage. You know me, I like my mass storage. Just for the regular old kelp, right? Goes on the tops of the smokers. And it gets cooked and gets pumped into this chest. There's a little slab that we can stand on right here where we've just barely reached this, and we can make them into blocks. One block gives you fuel to cook or smoke or smelt or blast furnace or whatever. 30 items, and it takes 9 to make. So we get a surplus of 21 items, right? Pretty sweet. Now we got like a fuel source in our world. We can stop using coal, which is very, very nice. So I'm very happy with this build because A, I learned something huge. Or it might seem pretty basic because everyone uses comparators, but I mean, there's math in it, and that's like, ooh, math, right? So to learn even a little bit of how comparators work, it's really satisfying. Kind of proud of myself about that. Another thing is that this build introduces minecarts. Now, I'm not gonna, shame anyone for playing the game that they want to play or how they want to play it. Their world is their world. Um, but I find when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this big old thing with minecarts," they never do it. They never go through with it. They start it, they realize, "Oh, I don't. Ooh, that's hard," or that's like, "Oh, that's not what I wanted to do," or it lags my game, and those are all valid reasons, right? Again, Minecraft's not a test; it's its own little thing. But to me, it's really important that I get to animate my world and to see like a little minecart zoom by to show me it's like, okay, this is all full, and now it's exporting more to another place, right? Like I put effort into making this farm, and I just get to be periodically reminded, hey, it's working, and you did that. It's really nice. In the same way that I get to hear um, the chimes for the sheep, right? I mean, I'm only halfway done, but I get to hang around here, and sometimes it goes off, and it reminds me that, um, you did that, and I get a little chime as a reward. Alrighty. You know what? I'm happy with how today turned out. Pretty good. Um, I tried to do things a little bit unprepared and with the ocean monument, and I gave making my own little auto dispenser thingy for the minecarts a good old college try. But at the end of it, I mean, it's okay to know when to fold them, right? Like, it's not everyone's perfect, and it's okay to consult people for help. It's something that's very valuable, I think, I learned from today. And I guess, humans are social creatures for a reason, right? And I would probably have never have learned anything about the comparators had I not consulted the internet. Um, but yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.